Well, hello and welcome to the Open News, the weekly show where we cover all things open source and tech. In today's episode we have some really great news stories for you. We have everything from a new version of Wine to some new games possibly coming to Linux. We'll be covering all that and more right now on Linux Lounge. Well, for our first story we have this. Wine 3.0 release with Direct3D11 support. Well, this here is great news. Wine has a new stable release out. This release brings all sorts of things, but most notably it's the first stable release that has support for Direct3D 10 and 11. Now this is really interesting because it makes way for Wine to support newer games that require DirectX 10 or 11. In fact, many already do work, my favourite example being Fallout 4. Now it's important to note that the unstable branch of Wine has had Direct3D 10 and 11 support for a while, so if you were running something like Arch or Manjaro, significantly less is going to change for you in this update. Other than that, there are a few less notable changes such as improved Direct Write and Direct 2D support, and Windows 7 being the default faked version of Windows, whereas it used to be XP. All in all, it's great to see Wine coming closer and closer to a full Windows compatibility. And honestly, seeing the progress it's currently making, it's looking closer to Windows than ever before. Well, next up we have this. Linus Torvalds is furious at Intel as Linux kernel 4.15 release gets delayed. Well, sadly it would seem the 4.15 version of the Linux kernel has been delayed due to the Meltdown and Spectre bugs. Apparently Intel has not yet provided a proper fix for them. Naturally, of course, Linus Torvalds has some things to say about this. Most notably, he called the current exploit fixes from Intel complete and utter garbage, which, as per the usual, Linus very much has a point here. Considering the way Intel have handled this situation thus far, it's no surprise any fix they'd put out would be awful. Of course, this is the most notable of many issues keeping Linux 4.15 in development. Some other issues are networking issues and bugs relating to booting. Now, as a solution of sorts, the Linux 4.15 will have another release candidate, which honestly I don't mind since I'd rather wait than have a bad update pushed out. But either way, I'd love to hear your opinions on the situation. Just go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Well, to the next story then. Well, it's nothing huge, but finally we have this. Feral Interactive wants to know, which game do you most want to see on Linux this year? Well, this is interesting. Feral Interactive asked what games the community would like to see ported to Mac, Linux or mobile. Now this says to me that Feral are planning on porting another game to Linux or Mac, so get ready for another game I guess. Now there's various requests going on here. I've seen a few Rise of the Tomb Raider requests from Fallout 4, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, Witcher 3, all sorts of games. Now obviously what's requested may not necessarily happen for various reasons, but this does imply that Feral are thinking of working on a new port, and honestly it's great to hear that Linux is getting a new game, and also it's great to hear that Linux gaming is progressing so quickly with Wine and companies like Feral. But either way I'm excited to see whatever Feral puts out, and you can only hope it's good. Well, that's all we have time for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and press that little bell icon to get notified of new uploads. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.